I'm here at the Canopy Growth Production Facility in Smiths Falls, Ontario, where the company is already growing marijuana that will be sold to recreational users this summer after cannabis is fully legalized. The industry is scaling up in a huge way over a short period of time, and to get it right, they're drawing on lessons from big pharma and big agriculture to provide a wide array of technological solutions.
We've been a leader in the sector for a long time, but that means that we have to problem solve at every stage. So the best example of this is when we switched over from producing just cannabis flowers to also being allowed to sell cannabis oils. The scale of the gear that existed in the world was nowhere near sufficient to meet our needs. So we had to have it designed for ourselves, and then you have to install it, and you have to learn how to use it. There's no training manual for any of this stuff.
Ample Organics is one of the companies that's providing support to the cannabis business. They provide obsessive seed-to-sale inventory tracking so that companies can know where every bit of their product is every step along the way. Ample Organics CEO John Prentice says that this kind of tracking has applications in lots of industries beyond cannabis.
First and foremost, we're a software company. What we do is create traceability systems for the legal cannabis industry here in Canada and internationally. So we track every single gram of marijuana as it moves through the cultivation process, into processing and manufacturing, into packaging, and into distribution. This ensures that there's a system of recall so that if in the event there's a product quality concern, we can bring that product back, or we can contact those patients that have been affected or customers that have been affected. Furthermore, what Ample does over and above that is sorts of adds on all of the different pieces that a licensed producer needs to operate within kind of today's regulations. So that's things like e-commerce or patient registration, being able to use electronic prescribing. All of these systems and sort of features are built into our software to essentially create a turnkey solution for anyone wanting to operate within the cannabis industry in Canada. As we gained market share, we were able to leverage the technology to make lives easier for everyone. So a great example is our e-commerce product. So as you log into a licensed producer to order your medicine, we've made that really simple. You can go in there, add products to your cart, just like you would on Amazon or any other e-commerce site, and just go ahead and check out with your credit card, and that marijuana is shipped to you within usually 24 hours. But we've gone one step further. So now that we start to see insurance companies and benefits programs and Veterans Affairs covering the use of this cannabis, we're able to do co-billing right within the systems. And likewise on patient aggregation. So if you go see a doctor and you need a medical document to access medical cannabis, with the Ample Care platform that's running with Ample Organics, the physician will type all your information into his electronic medical record system. That's integrated with ours. When he pushes a button, all of your stuff is buttoned up in an electronic format. It's secure, and it's transmitted directly into the licensed producer.
Inside this facility, there's an extreme level of security. Pretty much every door you have to go through, you've got to swipe an ID card. And our camera equipment had to be completely wiped down to prevent any sort of contaminants from getting into the facility. A lot of this is driven by Health Canada regulations, but most players in the industry don't actually complain about the really tight guidelines that they have to work under. They see it as an asset.
This is a heavily regulated industry. So we're regulated at the federal level by Health Canada, and internally what we try and have is a culture of compliance. So you walk into the back, you see the booties, you see the lab coats, you see everyone washing their hands, and all of that is really the recipe for success, knowing that prevention is your best ally.
Because the industry is so tightly regulated, it provides a predictable, credible product, which is huge when you're trying to expand into other countries. Already, cannabis from this production facility is being sold in Germany to medical users, and various players hope that they can expand into markets around the world in the very near future.
We have a partner called OzCan in Australia, and the basis of that partnership is that we will share IP with them in exchange for 15% of their business. So you can put a real dollar value on the playbook. So we've come up with a novel set of ways to produce cannabis at scale, and they wanted to get it to the gate quickly, so they've got access to that now, and we've got 15% of their company.
In the immediate future, there's going to be a huge amount of buzz around the cannabis industry here in Canada, with lots of players trying to get in the game. But over the longer term, many people in the industry feel like the real potential is global. as other countries experiment with medical marijuana and potentially in the future, full-blown legalization for recreational purposes. Of course, that depends on other countries following Canada's lead. If that doesn't happen, the global industry could go up in smoke.